Okay, come on in.
After months of hunting, I finally signed a $4,450 lease for my dream high-rise studio in Manhattan. But it didn't exactly feel like a dream at first. I moved in with nothing but a sleeping bag and some serious back pain. For a month, I obsessed over every detail, every dollar, and every piece of furniture to turn this empty space into something I'd actually call home. Of course, I made and avoided a few mistakes.
They said that if I drilled into that, they would charge me $15,000.
And today, I get to show you how it all came together. Let's do it! I'm so excited!
Come on in! Welcome to my NYC hardwood, so hard, my back, apartment. Here you can see the Empire State Building. Come this way, look at all these empty walls, so much things that we're gonna cover with stuff. This is a 600 square foot dark apartment, so I have Pinterest boarded every square inch of this place. We're gonna get our money's worth, even the ceiling. All that we have here are windows and my sleeping bag, which I have gotten very intimately comfortable with these last 10 days. Don't do what I did. I realize a sleeping bag is just a blanket folded in half, so it's still the floor. I lay down like this. Wake up a few times in the night because it's so uncomfortable. The sun comes in at 7 a.m. Wake up and that's my view. More of the furniture's coming. I used pods moving. Basically, they just bring you a container, you put all your stuff in there, and then 2 weeks later, it'll show up in the thing of your choice. I don't know what happened to my stuff, if it's broken or we just kind of shoved it all in there. So that'll be fun to see. We're gonna have a 7-foot tall mirror when Serenity customers come over to get fitted. We have the opportunity to have a very aesthetic photo of them and Serenity that they take themselves. It has to be straight up out of a Pinterest mood. This is my minimalist kitchen. I realized after I put eggs on the stove that I had nothing to flip them with. So I went out and I bought this Paris Hilton spatula. And you know I'm Indian because it's already covered with a yellow stain. You know what happened here. These are my cutlery. You can taste a little bit of the recycling while you're eating. My seasonings. What's in my freezer? There's literally nothing in there. My bathroom. This is my in-unit laundry. Let's fucking go. I am going to use that. All this space in the closet that is not being utilized, put racks or some sort of drawers. You really want to make every little even empty pocket of air have value. Hopefully by the time you come back, it'll be nice and filled with stuff. Right now it's empty, completely empty. What are you doing? There's something here. Thank you for coming.
Finding an apartment in Manhattan is soul crushing. It will break you. Here are some quick tips. There's different neighborhoods in Manhattan. Each one has a vibe. Do your research or end up paying $4,000 a month to live above a vape shop. Or be invested by cockroaches in Midtown. I like anything on the West Side, Hudson Yards, Upper West, even Seaport. I don't care as long as it's in Manhattan. I wanted a high rise and it's easier to find on the West. Non-negotiables for me were living in Manhattan, having a good view, windows, anything large and not north facing because I make videos. That's the only thing that gets me through seasonal depression. The last only thing, hot water pressure. Not just hot, but hot girl shower hot. Worst thing could be if I'm taking a shower and I'm running out of hot water, and I shower 3 times a day to stay warm in the winter, so I need a lot of hot water and I needed to have some pressure. The budget started at $3K. I didn't care about having laundry in unit, but regardless, I ended up having to scale my budget over $4K because I wanted a doorman and a view, which needed to be a high rise and an elevator, and in Manhattan it's gonna be above 4K if you're looking for a studio. I want a doorman. I'm just a girl and I need to feel protected and watched at all times. That became a non-negotiable. Needed a doorman. It's worth it to me to feel peace of mind coming home at any time of night in my dream city. Finding a place, you have to be here in person, really. Otherwise you're just gonna end up signing blind to get a place that you need because things go fast, first of all. Second of all, photos lie. Brokers, they don't care care about you. There's a lot of people that want to place here. You should be here. Shipping stuff across the country, I did the math. It costed me $2,800 just for my pods container. I did so much research to find the best budget deal to move across country, and I landed on pods for safety, reliability. It's a little bit more mainstream, but it wasn't above 3K, which a lot of like all-in-one moving companies were quoting me. But I wouldn't do it again because it's so much effort to pack up your own pods container. It is super dirty as well and hard to unpack. So it ended up costing me $650 through TaskRabbit to unload my pods container anyway, and then additional $300 to set up some of the furniture that we just didn't get to set up that day. I would have saved money just using an all-inclusive moving company. So there's that. I thrifted all my furniture on Facebook Marketplace or my parents' house. I did go shopping at my parents' house. They don't need it. I wanted nice shit. I've always done like the Wayfair. I'm only gonna live here for a couple years. Let me just temporarily stock it, but it's giving college dorm and I wanted to give luxury princess home. I just wanted it to be unique. I really spent time for months before finding the best deals, knowing exactly what furniture I wanted and vibe to create. That's where Pinterest boards come in. Don't sleep on them. I Pinterest boarded my dream New York apartment 6 months before in the winter when it was cold and depressing. It literally looks like the board. Make sure to measure every single nook of your apartment. In New York, your apartment's gonna be small, so if you really wanna utilize the space, I printed out the layout of my apartment and labeled all of the dimensions. I added all of my own measurements and then drew out where everything goes. That way when I moved in, I knew where everything goes. I didn't overpack either. So many people were concerned for me when I was filling my pod container. They're like, where are you gonna put all of this in your 600 square foot apartment? I was like, please, okay, I'm a professional. I have been dreaming about this for months. I know what I'm talking about. And everyone was shocked to see how I arranged the furniture. No one expected to put the painting on the ceiling.
My back. I really hope that in the future I wake up in a cozy ass bed somewhere, please. Welcome to my crib. Oh my god. This is the den area. This is our lovely queen bed. I thrifted her on Facebook Marketplace. She's a $2,000 Kincaid cherry wood vintage little bed. Fancy terminology. This is the star of the show. Faux fur blanket from Amazon. Feel her, she feels so soft. I don't know what real fur tastes like. That is the view of the Empire State, so I can wake up to that in the morning. I really like having a little nook for where my bed is. It feels very cozy, very homey when I sleep. And then I put my frame wall, of course. These frames, I kind of focused a little bit more on the things that maybe mainstream audiences wouldn't understand. So my more niche interests are on this wall. This is where I sleep, so it's very personal. Pinterest boarded all of the square footage of this apartment, and I ended up having this 3-foot area still unattended. Found this vanity on Facebook Marketplace. This was $145 and it is so cute. I don't have any use for it other than it looking cute. Also the carpet. I don't know if you looked at the floor. Color scheme. I found her on Etsy. I was really looking for a teal and like more orange scarlet kind of vibe for my carpet, and this one was perfect to really tie the teal and scarlet of the city in the view together. So you'll see that too in the living room. Super strong shelf is from Amazon. I'll put all the links in the description, but this is really convenient to just throw shit on when you come in that you don't want to deal with, like umbrellas, purses, your man if you had one. Some of the artwork you'll notice is very existential girly. Those are the vibes. Here I had like a fire alarm speaker. It was just not the vibe. I don't need to be seeing that, so I covered her with this beautiful scarf. I do that a lot. Like behind here is my electrical unit that I covered with this giant frame. Also behind here is my AC unit that I covered with Reka, which I have learned is not ideal because it ends up with like condensation at the back. So I do take her off and put her on when people come over. but aesthetics above everything. Not one, but 2 walk-in closets. A lot of good space here, but you don't get to see what's in there, not yet. This dresser that I also thrifted, it is kind of in the way in the hallway. I have another clothing rack. They're all from like the newer collection or our bestsellers, so I kind of put this up just here in the hallway. And behind it, you see another painting of lotus flowers. Still haven't brought up any of my winter wardrobe, so this is all just my summer clothes, and I don't understand like where I'm gonna put all my stuff. I'll probably end up using my kitchen cupboards. I don't have that much dishes, honestly. I think that's how people do it in New York. Okay, now we are in the kitchen. New location unlocked. I have more pots now. Look up here, you can see we put a frame on the ceiling, and that's really, really cool. I don't think people use their ceiling real estate enough. There is space up there, you should make use of it. I wanted to put it up here in the living room ceiling, but that's solid concrete. They said that if I drilled into that, they would charge me $15,000. This right here though is drywall, and I didn't ask them if I could drill into it, but hopefully it's okay. Another frame wall, all iconic It Girls. I really feel this one when I walk by. Here's my globe. I thrifted her as well for $6 from someone's yard sale in Texas. Put these butterflies on every country I've been to, and a group of butterflies right here. It's all Europe. It's making me realize that I need to travel to other continents more. I'm very proud of this one though. This one's Brazil. Everything's different south of the equator, and we're sleeping on that. The mirror. The 7-foot vintage mirror, I thrifted her in Texas for $600. I had her on my Pinterest board for 2 years. All of the tri-fold over 7-foot vintage mirrors were $3,000. I was really, really excited to find her. This 80-year-old woman was selling her. She was gonna pass her down to her children. Her son was like, I don't want this giant tri-fold mirror, Mom. And she was sad, and she put it on Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, no, I will take it and I'll put it in my studio and pass it down to my children. She was very happy about that, and I'm very happy. So I brought her carefully across the country. Thank God she didn't break in my pods container. Just bubble wrapped her and then like threw her in there and prayed to God that it would be fine. You look up, you see we have this chandelier. Like I said earlier, I couldn't drill into the ceiling. I hacked it and found a standing chandelier. The ceiling is about 9 feet. The mirror is 7 feet. So I was like, I need an 8-foot chandelier, but I only found a 7-foot standing chandelier. What I did was I bought this 1.5 foot tall wooden little stool thing to put the standing chandelier on, so it would be tall enough to come over the mirror. My Louboutins, that's the only thing that's not thrifted in this apartment. Zendaya has some, and these are the new Miss C's. And when customers come, I put them in there to give them that extra princessy effect. Don't ask me what's in these drawers. It's a lot of stuff that we just shoved in here before this video. Get tall things for your storage. That's how you get value for the space in New York.
I don't know why I thought that was like a cat. Noise it's making.
Standing desk because, you know, that faces the views. This is north and this is east, so I get a lot of sun in the morning, and I kind of get to watch the city change throughout the day. It's really nice to just do work here during the day. In the winter, I'll really, really appreciate like the big ass windows just bringing in the light, but in the summer, that is the downside of a big window apartment. It bakes when the sun hits in the morning. So if I'm sleeping on the couch, because sometimes watching Love Island and I'll wake up on the couch, it'll be a sauna in here. Right here we have our award that we won. This couch, I also thrifted her on Facebook Marketplace. This video is not sponsored by Facebook Marketplace, but it could be. This man selling this couch for $200. It was brand new. They had just gotten it for $2,000, and his wife looked at it in their living room. Honey, I don't actually like this couch. I want a different couch. And he was like, yes, ma'am. Put it on Facebook Marketplace immediately. So like King, and I got it for $200 because he was literally like, I just need to get rid of it. She bought it, but she doesn't want it anymore. I really respected that about him. And then down here, you can see we have another area. I wanted an apartment where every area you could take a selfie and it would look like a Pinterest board. So here we also have more things I'm obsessed with from cinema. I wanted something of Keira Knightley, and I also wanted Jack Sparrow, and I only had 1 frame left. Lucky that there is a still of Jack's like threatening to kill her. I thought it was more of a romantic vibe going on. It's giving like enemies to lovers. Paris is Burning, love that film as well. This rug, oh my god, ties together the whole color scheme because of the blues and teals in the whole city around us. This rug, I stole this from my parents from home. They don't need it. Like, they have many more rugs in Texas. A lot of this stuff I took from Texas, actually. This frame is from Texas. By Texas, I mean my parents' house. This is also from my parents. Her. We thrifted her as well.
from Texas. A girl on Etsy made this for me. She was very, very sweet. It was $60. This was also from Etsy. A little seashell pillow. In here, when customers come over, have our mugshot Polaroids, a Serenity mugshot card to hold. Let's take Polaroids of every customer and fill this. Back in the kitchen, this segment is called Welcome to My Fridge. See, shall we? It's giving Jim Bro fridge. I have a lot of cottage cheese. Actually, before filming this video, I don't know if you noticed my stomach feeling a little bit weird. Maybe I'm the only one that noticed, but I did eat an entire tub of cottage cheese because that is all I have in my fridge, my snack of choice. It's really good. I discovered cottage cheese like this year. If you come back 6 months from now, all of my winter jackets will be in these cupboards because I have no more closet space. I have a rug here that's also from Etsy. Kind of a dangerous choice for a kitchen, but I didn't have anywhere else to put it and I love it right now, but hopefully I don't get any stains on it. Dishwasher, amenities that you already know exist in a kitchen, but in New York is prime real estate. Welcome to my bathroom. I did not prepare for this.
Oh my god, the mirror.
I tried to clean her with Clorox wipes, but she left a stain instead. Come on in, be shy. Come in. This shelf is from Amazon, but I thrifted her. So I thrifted her for $50. I think she's on Amazon for $100. The 7-foot, 2x2 foot shelf. It is so ideal for a corner. Guys, if you saw hair on the floor, I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. Makeup products, I have these nice Dipty Q makeup bags that I actually don't use. I just end up using Ziploc bags because I'm in and out every other week. I throw my shit in a Ziploc bag and throw it in my suitcase. I have my Get Naked shower mat and my lacy shower curtains. Best part, in-unit laundry. Treat myself well. Actually wasn't on my priority list. It's really hard to find in-unit laundry in New York. I just wanted big windows, but it came with in-unit laundry. So I be washing my clothes once every 3 weeks now, instead of once every 2 months. That's a gift for everyone, actually. That's everything. Thank you for watching.